Hi, I'm Cash. With my over 20 plus years coaching experience, I'd like to break down goals and give you some sort of insights how you can either become a better coach or use the insights and make yourself a better football player so you don't make the same stupid mistakes as some of these idiots in the Premier League. Or maybe you just want to tell people down the pub that you're smarter than them and point out the obvious errors that they can't understand. So right now we're doing good goal or bad defending, Manchester United versus against the Forest. Honestly, if United play like this, they're going to have a rough old season. Their transfer window's been awful, to be fair. And let's just move this on so you can kind of see what I'm talking about right now. So here's the first goal, and it's not Forest. We're just going to play this on bump. Look how fast he's been outpaced there. All right, so quite frankly, we all know that United's midfield's awful. Casemiro's not bad, but he's not enough. Like there's nothing in centre midfield for Man United that's going to do anything, right? But also, if you actually look at where United are, we'll use these little loans. Well, they're not 10 yards. We'll say they're 10 yards, okay, just for argument's sake. They're almost 20 yards up inside of the opponent's half, right? And they've got no pace. So all of a sudden, boom, look here. You expected another defender to be here on the halfway line, and they're not. They were up this far. Okay? Even if you're taking a corner and you're doing anything like that, you still have your deep liner, so this rubbish doesn't happen. And the reason why you have this guy on the halfway line here isn't to make a challenge or to win the ball. It's to run with him and slow him down and niggle him and hope he makes a mistake all the way back while your reinforcements come in, right? But when you're playing this high of a line, now I know why Ten Hag does it, by the way. It's terrible football when you don't have the personnel, and this comes down to poor management again. People think that, okay, I'm trying to play a certain way and a certain style. If you do not have the players yet to play that style, you cannot play it because you will get hurt. We used to try to explain this to new coaches all the time. They go, yeah, but I need to develop my team and my style of play. Yeah, but you're going to lose your team. They couldn't understand it. They go, yeah, but I want to play. Yeah, but you've got to win first. You have to win first. Winning is the only thing that matters. Building your style of play and everything else comes secondary, which you can do when you've established your winning starting 11 and you're winning against teams. Then you can start messing around and start doing what you want. You can't start off with that way. Well, you can if you've got the team. Don't get me wrong. You can if you have the players and you have the team. They don't. So this is what ends up happening because of that. All of a sudden, you've got a player in behind, running in, miles ahead. And if this is not Forest doing this, think of what other teams are going to do to him. Just running in, and of course, he just runs it in and taps it into the net box. Nice and simple. Now, here's the keeper. I actually like this. I commented about this last week about a keeper. Who was it? He came out too early. Oh, it was Pickford, dinosaur hands. He was out way too early and he made a mistake. I think it was him anyway. But I prefer, when you're in this situation, one-on-one, stand on your line early. Stay there, at least until the 18-yard box. And he does that. I like that. That's really good. Look, and he still stands there. Brilliant. Well done. Really well done. See, the problem when you come flying out as a goalkeeper, that means you've got no reaction because your reaction, your energy and your momentum is running forward. It means you can't dive left or right because you're running forward to stop the ball. When you're stood still, you can dive left or right and you can stop the football. He's got to beat you. And he does. It's okay. Bomb. And he does. He sits him down and he puts it in. Okay, well done, striker. He's supposed to beat you there. But I like the fact he stayed on on a 6-yard line there. I think that's quality goalkeeping. Let's have a look at the next goal. Now we're looking at a set play. Simple defending here. Clearly, look, I'm always in 50-50 about having a man there and having them to beat them. I just don't see it. Honestly, I just don't see it. I would rather have that guy in my favourite spot, which I always talk about, is in this area here. So you can either defend it and kick it away, like that, or if you're trying to score a goal, like this guy, I like his position. But that, I just don't see its relevant. Honestly, I don't see its relevance. Here we go. As the ball comes into the mixer, almost every one of these players has got a run on the United player here. They have a run on them. There isn't much marking really going on. And here, goodness knows what's happening. But I'll tell you what isn't happening is Man United are paying any attention whatsoever. It just hits him free on the head and goes in the goal. These two centre-backs here don't have a clue what's going on. He's completely unmarked. He's just stood there. The ball's hit him on the head and it's gone in the goal. Everybody else is just running around like idiots. That's terrible defending. I mean, everyone's going to go, oh yeah, but it's a quality ball in. There's no challenge. There's no one next to him. Look, the hugging and the kissing's going on. The hugging and the kissing's going on. All of a sudden the ball comes in and he's on his own. The guy's hugging it behind him. Completely forgot there's a football involved in the game. It's on the head and goes in the goal. Terrible defending. Absolutely terrible. And this is one of those other things you see more and more coming into the Premier League. People are making more of an effort to try to hug on to players and hold on to them instead of actually just win the football. Bothers me. Let's get on to the next goal. Here we go. We picked the ball up here. Someone just had a shot on goal and it's deflected, come out. Not defended very well at all. But then it's the wee man Rashford here has got the ball. He's actually not bad. Well, he's bad at the football. He's probably a solid 6 out of 10 on his best day. He's what we call a runner and a kicker. Now, people don't really understand what we mean by that. Like, he can run a bit and he can kick a bit, but he really can't play football. And that's his big problem. So if we look right now, he'll beat this player to the byline. But look how much space he's got. This defender, again, this is what I'm talking about. The defender has got all the interest in looking like defending, but not actually trying to win the football. And this guy, look, you can tell they've lost. In the Premier League, you're about to lose a goal when someone tells someone else what to do. Go down. He's going down there. Yeah, we know he's going down there. Here's the trick, right? If you go and stand there, oh yeah, but you're playing everybody on side. They're getting played on side anyway. Yeah, if you go and stand there, he can't run into that space because you can clear it. If you want a straight line like this is a godsend for him. If you stand and you defend like this in a straight line, you're going to get beaten into that space all day. But if you're already in that space, he can't really run into it without getting pressured. Then your mate comes back around again. Let me just draw that a little bit better lines. So he'll be in the space, right? So he'll be here. So when he goes over here, he pressures him. Then this guy here, he runs all the way back and he goes again. So you've got to beat them both again. They don't understand that. And he's in a straight line. And watch him get beaten really easy. Look, he's still pointing. He's telling him where he's going to go. For some reason, he's coming infield to defend this space in this zone inside here. God knows why. I do, because he's bad at the football. Bump, solid cross. Hits him on the foot and goes in the net box. I like those crosses though, low and hard. And just hope that your player's better than theirs to get on the end of it. Good job, Bob. On the end of it, kicks into the net box. Winner, chicken dinner. Let's get on to the next one. This isn't a goal, but it's the second time it happened last week and it's this week. It's the second time this happened when Casemiro got a tap in and he completely woofs it on the back post. Totally and utterly woofs the ball. Buff goes out like that. Is just terrible. I just had to show it because it's absolutely terrible. That's twice. I keep saying twice. That's 2 weeks in a row now he's done that. Let's get on to this next goal. There we go. This next goal is a nice whip, free kick. Obviously, they've got the defender stood there. And this is my problem. All of a sudden, if they do something different, it's called playing football instead of just whacking the ball in the box. This player's useless again. I bet you, this player, right? So you've got these players in your squad. You'll have them in your Sunday League team. You'll have them in your pro team. He's actually not really interested in defending or doing anything unless he's got the football. Right, so when this player's played the ball, his immediate response is to now pick him up and make sure he does not get the ball back. Let's see if it happens, right? Dump, switches off, jogs out. Okay, ball's going out. We've got some players that have paid attention. Don't know what's happened there. Someone's done some taekwondo and put him on the floor. Bump. There we go. There's the ball. He's received it. Taking his time. If we'd noticed though, look. All the defenders have stopped and they've huddled. And all of these players here are now completely free. Who's on that side? Oh, he did stay. He didn't stay with him. He tried to stay with him, but he paid no real attention to the person that started the free kick that he was there with, right? This is because he's a lazy football player. Ball's come in, bump, little header across, and they tap it in the net box and it's 2-2. He could have prevented that if he paid any attention and really picked up the space in behind. And you can see how big that gap was. Like all the defenders got sucked over to the ball and they left that big space there and he was the only one and he's bad at the football. And that's how it really happened. Everybody got pulled over. Little tap in. Dosh, there we go, and Casemiro gets himself one. And he almost messed that. You saw he almost missed that as well. He had to have 2 bites of the cherry for that one. Well, let's get on to the most controversial part of the game. Because, let's have a look at that. Okay, so this is what's going on. You've got these 2 players here. Ratface running back, trying to win the ball, a through ball through. As it's going through, you can see, look, he doesn't tug his shirt. He puts his hand on it, but he kind of tugs him. Is it a foul? Yeah, 100%. Bump, pulls him down. Covering defender. Goalkeepers gets the ball. Out comes a red card. He's instantly sent off. Now let me show you that again. Here's the other angle. I wanted to show that so you saw he actually did pull on his shirt when he went down. But look, you can clearly see the goalkeeper's winning this ball. Clearly see the goalkeeper's going to win that ball. If he needs to come, he can get there. Is it a clear and obvious goal scoring opportunity? No, it's not. You've got a defender covering and a goalkeeper. Is it a yellow? Yeah, 100%. Is it a red? Ooh. borderline of me, can't see it. I don't like it when you, like, I know it's your team, and yes, it's a red if it's your team. 100% agree with you, because that's what all morons do. But if you're looking at it from an honest, objective point of view, there is a covering defender, there is a covering goalkeeper, and he's made a meal of it. Gets him sent off. But don't worry, he thought he got a penalty. He'll get one in a minute from the Here we go. This is the referee giving him a penalty because he wants it. Bosh! He completely dives, in my opinion, on this, and I'll show you. Let me show you this clip, and I'll show you what I mean. Right, Rashford knows he's done him for pace there. He knows he's beaten him. This guy's going to commit. You can see he's going to commit, and he stops. He goes to commit, and he stops his foot. He pulls it back, and he goes. Let's just show you that a little bit more again. Goes. He knows he can't win the ball, and he stops. He does catch him, mind you. He does catch him. Is that enough for you in a penalty? He's running out to the corner flag. I think Rashford knows what he's doing. Personally, it's another really soft one, isn't it? If it's your team, you go, yeah, it's definitely a pen because he clipped him. I don't think it's a penalty. I really don't. But there we go. And obviously, Ratface steps up, and he has a little shot. Bosch puts it in the net box. There we go. They come back to be 3-2. But if United keep playing like this, oof, they're in for a rough season. I think they'll get one or two more in the transfer before the transfer window shuts next weekend. I can see them getting at least two. Well, one definitely, but maybe two. They need to. They don't have the bodies, and they're dropping like flies at the moment. But I'll see you another time on Cash Talks Football.